hero's dominion. A place so renowned, stories of it reached you across the vast sea. The cries of powerful warriors pierce the air, though it's impossible to tell if they're cries of joy or pain. Levia informs you that the Dominion attracts all manner of warriors who long to prove their strength in battle. There are even more than usual, he says, thanks to the tournament that's due to begin soon. The party makes their way to the arena, eager to return the captured monster to its cage. Gladio drops the monster in front of the reception desk with a wet, meaty thud. I felt it, Levia says without hesitation. I expected nothing less, the man behind the desk says with a hearty laugh. It quickly becomes clear, however, that this compliment was intended for Gladio. Levia chafes, but at least the beast has been returned. The party makes its way back out of the arena. What's a runt like you come to the arena for? The warriors sneer in Levia's direction. His blood clearly boiling. Levia spins around on a heel and raises his fist. Say that one more time, he shouts. Fists raised and eyes locked. You can see they'll come to blows any second now. You reckon Levia's no match for his opponent and decide to intervene on his behalf. You rear back, your muscles tightening as you throw your whole body into a devastating punch. Unfortunately, the warrior saw it coming and handily counters. Enough, Gladio barks by way of intervention. Despite picking the fight in the first place, the warriors show no interest in going up against the attendant. They slink off, complaining bitterly as they do so. By all accounts, Levia endures rather crude treatment, despite being a maiden. You snap out of your thoughts when Gladio turns and thanks you for aiding in the monster's capture. He tells Levia to show you to the inn, as if to suggest everyone could use a rest after that fight, and takes his leave. You arrive at the inn, eager to rest. You mention to Levia once more what brings you to the West Isle. You speak of the current state of Omega Isle, and how the Maiden's relics are key to saving the island. Levia hears your tale in full, only to politely decline your entreaty. He pauses for a moment, lost in thought. I'm not the Maiden, he confesses rather abruptly. Lack helpfully explains that since Levia is not an official maiden, his relic is no more than an ordinary weapon, and therefore of no help to Laddie. He explains that while it's true he was born into a long line of maidens, he has not been recognized as the maiden on account of being a man. That his mother, the previous maiden, fell in battle, and he has simply been named as maiden to fill the role in the interim. Levia, his confession complete, bids you farewell and walks off. Clearly, the maiden's circumstances are as varied as the islands on which they live. Lack floats in the air, its mouth gently opening and closing. You presume it to be asleep. You lift your hands close to its ear and clap once with vigor. Explosions! Help! We're all gonna die! It shrieks, shooting even further into the air. Laddie sits in the chair, head bobbing in a desperate, if futile, struggle against sleep. She's no doubt exhausted from all the fighting. Everyone is plainly spent from a day of fighting. The time has come for rest. Enter the Maiden's match with me, Livia blurts out nonsensically, barreling into your room. Livia says he simply wants to win the tournament and gaze smugly at all the people who've called him weak over the years. It's a special tournament, and it starts soon, Livia explains breathlessly. As it happens, they'll select the next maiden from the winners. A fitting festival for the might-obsessed hero's dominion, you think. But will they actually recognize Livia as the next maiden if he wins? You think back on how the citizens of the Dominion treat Livia. How hard he works at a dangerous occupation, yet receives no respect for it. You can hear the pain of it in his voice every time he speaks. All right, it's a deal, you say. Besides, fighting people from all sorts of different places sounds like fun. When does it, you begin? But Livia cuts you off with an excited, tomorrow. The sun is dazzling on this, the morning of the tournament. The clanking of blades echoes all around you. Let's get to reception quick, Livia chirps as he joins you en route to the arena. Here to pick up a few scars? The man behind the desk asks with a smirk. He begins explaining the rules of the Maiden's match. Participants register in pairs, taking on the roles of maiden and attendant as they fight. Once you're registered, you can go wait in the vestibule, the man explains, gesturing at the far door. What do you think you're doing? The crimson attendant's voice stops you in your tracks. Let's go, Livia says as he runs through the door, perhaps presuming that Gladio has no business dictating what he can and cannot enter. Immature brat, Gladio sighs, his helmet hiding his expression from view. Even so, you detect a note of worry rather than fury in his voice. Laddie seems to be in good spirits. You imagine she'd say, "This ought to be fun." "You know we're going to fight, don't you?" you ask. Laddie turns pale. Clearly, she misunderstood what kind of tournament this was. "We'll show 'em all," Livia shouts, psyching himself up for the fight. The ringleader's voice echoes off the stone walls of the lobby. Onward to battle. Will that be all? The proprietor asks. I'll go easy on you, the woman says, brimming with confidence. The man's knees knock together. You reach out to him, concerned. Don't mind me. This is all excitement, he barks, sweating. All right, time to show these jerks what you can do. Don't hold back. Magnificent. Teamwork makes the dream work. Magnificent. Levia wipes the sweat from his brow as you approach. You greet him, and he leaps back with a yelp. Don't sneak up on me like that, he snaps, with no small amount of embarrassment. Ah, youth. Awkward youth. Laddie can hardly contain her excitement at having won. You can tell because she's looking up at the sky, furiously punching the air above her head. Okay, the only way out is through. Teamwork makes the dream work. Fortune favors the bold. Magnificent.
Congrats.